The Black Order, also known as the Cull Obsidian, are a group of ruthless villains that act as Thanos' generals in the Infinity War. They were formed to help Thanos conquer worlds, and their first iteration consisted of 6 members: Black Dwarf, Corvus Glaive, Ebony Maw, Proxima Midnight, Supergiant, and Thanos himself, and we'll be seeing them in the upcoming Avengers film. So today we put together a list filling you in on some details from the comics about the Order that you should know, with our list of the top 10 Black Order surprising facts. And at number 10, 4 versions. There are 4 versions of the Black Order that have amassed over the years in the comics. The first was a group rallied together by Thanos, raising worlds and demanding tributes. When they set their sights on Earth in search of the Infinity Gems, which in the comics were under the control of the Illuminati, aka the secret group of superheroes who worked together behind the scenes, initially consisting of Namor, Iron Man, Charles Xavier, Doctor Strange, Black Bolt, and Reed Richards. The Order meets their end after a battle with the Avengers and the betrayal of one member of the Order, leading Thanos' son Thane to entrap him and some of the others in a state of living death. More on that in a bit. The second version was led by Corvus Glaive, and the third again by Thanos, and a fourth by the Challenger during the No Surrender story arc. And at number 9, adaptations. With the exception of Thanos, this is the first time we'll be seeing the members of the Black Order on the big screen. But the Order has appeared in other Marvel properties in the past, specifically animated shows, including Avengers Assemble and the Guardians of the Galaxy animated TV show. There's also been 2 smaller Marvel games that they've made appearances in: Marvel Avengers Alliance and Marvel Future Fight. And at number 8, Ebony Maw. Let's take a look at the members of the Order now, starting off with Ebony Maw. Maw is a character of many words, and words are his forte. He's a master manipulator who has been known to psychologically invade people's minds in order to control them. When the character first made his debut in the comics, he was assigned to take on Doctor Strange, who he manipulated into summoning an incredibly powerful demon. Maw's ambitions have always exceeded his loyalty to Thanos. He betrayed Thanos and sided with his son Thane, an event that largely caused the Avengers to win against the Mad Titan. In at 7, Black Dwarf. If Ebony is the brains of the group, Black Dwarf is definitely the muscle. Considered to be the powerhouse of the Mad Titan's army, Black Dwarf not only has superhuman strength, he also has superhuman density and durability. He's known for his unbreakable skin. During Infinity War, Black Dwarf was assigned to Wakanda upon the invasion of Earth, but Wakanda had the upper hand and proved to be more difficult than anticipated. Black Dwarf was forced to retreat, causing Thanos to expel him from the Black Order. But not all was lost. Thanos did come around. He gave Black Dwarf another opportunity to prove himself, with him being sent to protect the Peak. But that didn't go as planned either. He was killed by Ronan the Accuser in battle. So much for unbreakable skin. Black Dwarf will be operating under a different name in the film, but more on that in a minute. And at number 6, Proxima Midnight. Carrying a spear forged by the energy of both a black hole and a supernova, Proxima is the most skilled fighter in the Order. She never misses. Proxima was sent to Atlantis to retrieve Namor's Infinity Gem, but prior to that, she decided that she was going to lay waste to New York City, where she battles the mighty Avengers, who stood in for the Avengers after they left Earth to fight an alien race called the Builders. The mighty Avengers consisted of Luke Cage, Spider-Man, Spectrum, and Blade, who at that point was operating as a mysterious hero named Spider-Hero, creative. She battled them until she was called back by Thanos, and headed to Atlantis to discover that it was already in shambles, with no Infinity Gem in sight. Namor surrendered to her, and told her that the gem was in Wakanda, where she went alongside Thanos and our next number. And at number 5, Corvus Glaive. Cruel and arrogant, Corvus is Thanos' favorite member of the Order, his best lieutenant and his right-hand man. How did he get such an honor? Well, it was due to his betrayal of his own homeworld, and his feverish loyalty to Thanos. Corvus owns a glaive that is capable of splitting atoms, and as long as the blade is unbroken, he can resurrect himself from any sort of damage, even if he's been disintegrated. He's also a master strategist and tactician. He studied Earth's history of warfare meticulously when the Order targeted the planet. He was assigned to search the Jean Grey School for higher learning, but no gem was to be found there. He's also got some familial ties to other members of the Order, in the comics that is. Black Dwarf is his brother, and he's married to Proxima Midnight. Eventually he's destroyed, minus his glaive, by Hyperion, during the battle in Orolan, but more on that in our next number. And at number 4, Thanos' son. Thane is Thanos' inhuman child. Finding Thane and killing him was one of Thanos' motives during the Infinity Story arc, and was one of the reasons why Thanos was on his mission of galactic conquest in the first place. He was conceived after Thanos hooked up with a woman from a descendant Inhuman tribe, and Thanos had been raising planets and demanding tributes of youngins aged 16 to 22 in order to find him. Thane was found in Orolan, Greenland, and after Black Bolt, the king of the Inhumans, detonated a Terrigen bomb, his identity was revealed. The bomb would force any Inhumans to go through Terrigenesis. Thane was affected frustrated and not having control of his powers, he ended up killing everyone in his town. Ebony Maw came to his aid, helped him control those powers of his, and Thane fought Thanos and Proxima, who were frozen in an amber construct that put them in a state of living death. And at number 3, the Cabal. After the Infinity story arc ended, it was eventually preceded with Secret Wars in 2015, which followed the story of parallel universes colliding with one another, then wiping each other out of existence. The Illuminati couldn't figure out how to save Earth, so instead one of their members, Namor, enlisted the help of old foes, the Black Order, or at least the members that Thane had frozen in the living death amber prison of his. They formed a group called the Cabal, alongside a few other villains. Then they traveled to other dimensions and destroyed parallel worlds that threatened Earth. Many of the members of the Cabal died during Secret Wars. In our number 2 spot, the Rebellion against Thanos. In the second culmination of the Order after the Secret Wars event, Corvus Glaive orchestrates the group after Thanos has been missing for some time. He gathered the worst criminals in the universe together in hopes of creating his own empire, and used a moon that belonged to Thanos as his base. He begins conquering planets until Thanos returns and breaks the blade of his glaive. Rather than die at the hands of Thanos, Corvus commits suicide. And finally, in our number 1 spot, the Infinity War film. The order we've been describing so far in this video is definitely going to differ from the order that we'll see up on the big screen. Infinity War directors Anthony and Joe Russo have taken some creative liberties with the order, including their exclusion of one of the group members, Supergiant, a member with parasitic mind control abilities who was in the original version of the order and was killed by Lockjaw. She has been excluded due to consolidation, according to the directors. Black Dwarf has also been changed. The character's name will be Cull Obsidian, which is another name for the Black Order in the comics. As for the rest of the order, there's some massive star power voicing their CGI characters. Mark Hamill voices Corvus Glaive, Whoopi Goldberg voices Proxima Midnight, Bill Nighy voices Ebony Maw, and Vin Diesel voices Cull Obsidian, and Groot. They're also being introduced as the children of Thanos. Alright, there we have it, friends. Which member of the Black Order is your favorite? Would you want to see lists on individual members? Let us know your thoughts and feels in those comments below. And make sure you show us some love by hitting those like and subscribe buttons. We also have a playlist currently flashing on your screen that's filled with a bunch of other videos from our channel, including all things Marvel, MCU, and Infinity War, so make sure you check them out. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Catch you all in the next one.